Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Rimuru's Journey for His Beloved, Arifureta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest, by Sakura Arashi. Chapter 27, Training and New Purpose. Well then, I think it's time for me to give you some combat training, Hajime declared. After leaving Fia Belgain, the party is currently located near the Great Tree. They're resting inside their temporary base. Although they call it a base, it was just a barrier made of Fia drain crystals that Ciel analyzed, and she copy-pasted it, lol. Inside the barrier was the Howlia tribe sitting on a stumps while having a dazed expressions after hearing Hajime's words. Hajime-san, by combat training you mean? Shay was asking on behalf of her confused clan. Like I said, combat training. Anyways, we can't enter the Great Tree till the 10-day Silche ends, so this is the best, most efficient way to use our time. I am thinking of making you who's weak and fragile into someone who excels in combat, Hajime said. While all of this was going on, Rimuru was just on the sidelines watching this. He thought this was something interesting and entertaining to watch, so he decided to just stay in the sidelines, at least for now. Close double angle bracket. Hey Ciel, do you think Hajime will succeed in training them? Open double angle bracket, Rimuru asked. Open double angle bracket. Since this is you taking a break and having fun, I won't spoil Master's fun by telling him the answers. Well, unless I need to. Close double angle bracket, Ciel replied. Close double angle bracket. Well, I'll trust you, like I always do. Open double angle bracket. This reminds me of when I first met Rigard and the other goblins. Ha ha ha, they were in a very bad state who could barely defend themselves, so I had to teach them what to do. Who would have thought helping a little goblin village would end up making me a god-like being who rules the strongest nation? Funny how fates works, not that it still controls me, Rimuru thought to himself. Hajime-san, I don't think it's necessary, Shay said. Shameless rabbit, can you think for 1 second? Hajime replied, then said. Listen well. The promise we made with you was to protect you while you act as our guide. What will you do after guiding me? Have you already thought about it? The Hala's tribe members could only look at each other while shaking their heads. Cam also had a hard expression on his face. It seems like you haven't thought about it. Your strength is very weak, in front of people who has ill intentions towards you. Your choices are to either hide or run, but since you've lost your place in Fia Belgain, without our protection, you'll once more fall into a predicament. Hearing Hajime's words, everyone in the Howlia tribe wore a dark expression while looking down. Seeing this, Hajime continued. With no place to hide, the monsters and other people will target you since you're currently the weakest among them all. With that, you're definitely going to face annihilation. Are you just going to let that happen? No one could utter a single word. Their atmosphere became gloomy. Shay finally spoke up. There's no way I'll let that happen. The tribe, being touched by Shay's words, started to gain courage and slowly looked up. That's right. Something like this can't be accepted. Thus what you need to do is get stronger and protect each other. Hajime said. But we rabbitmen are weak. We don't have a strong body like the Tigerman tribe and Bearman tribe, and neither do we have any special skill like the Wingedman tribe and the Earthman tribe. Somebody replied, because it's common sense that rabbitmen are weak. Hajime's word gave them a negative feeling. However, Hajime, seeing this, couldn't help but laugh and say, let me tell you, my old companions used to call me incompetent and weak. That's right, I used to be the weakest among them. Because of this I used to be bullied and ridiculed. In fact, I am pretty sure my abilities back then were even worse compared to you. Hajime's words completely shocked all of them. Hajime, who could easily defeat the monsters in the Sea of Trees and excels in combat, was called weak and incompetent. Naturally, it's hard to accept such a thing. Even though I was weak, I managed to become strong, so you don't have to worry about being weak. My situation back then was no better than yours, so I will help you become strong. With that, Hajime finished his words. All the members of the Howlia tribe changed from their gloomy expression to a determined one. Hajime Dono, please teach us, they all said. Hajime nodded in satisfaction in response. Before starting their training, Hajime took out a single-edged knife, similar to a type of Japanese sword called a kodachi, from his treasure box before handing them out to everyone. After giving everyone those weapons, he taught them basic movements. Of course Hajime didn't have any knowledge in martial arts unlike Rimuru who mastered every type of martial arts, so Rimuru was the one who trained them martial arts. What Hajime taught was logical movements that he gained and polished by fighting the demonic beasts in the abyss. While doing so, he piled up a lot of real combat experience against types of demonic beasts. Howlia tribe's strong points was their searchability and stealth ability. In conclusion, he thinks it's better for their group strategies that specialize in cooperation and surprise attacks. At the same time, Shay was receiving lessons from Yu. She was being taught magic. That was because she can use magic even though she is a demi-human. Shay can also use direct magic manipulation, meaning she should be able to use magic without chant or magic circle as long as she has the knowledge for it. Occasionally Shay's scream would be heard through the fog, but all in all her training was going great. On the side, after training the Howlia tribe martial arts, Rimuru looked at the tribe who was now being taught by Hajime and asked with a trace of nostalgia from Rimuru. Close double angle bracket nay, Ciel, how long has it been since I taught people? Open double angle bracket. Ciel hesitated for some reason before answering open double angle bracket. It's been 3,342 years since you last taught someone close double angle bracket. Close double angle bracket huh, it's been such a long time already. I wonder where Alice and the others would be now hadn't I frozen everything. Well, everything is according to them. If they want I could either extend their lifespan or even make them immortal. Well, living a normal human life is fine too. Honestly, being immortal is the worst. If I didn't have such an important goal I don't know if I would have been able to live for so long. Living for so long would just be torturing myself honestly. I'd have to rest sooner or later. When that happens I'll have to leave you behind, my precious partner. Open double angle bracket. Rimuru said with his emotions. Open double angle bracket. Close double angle bracket. At this moment Ciel fell silent too. Hearing what her beloved master said, she couldn't help but feel fear. Fear of being left alone forever, fear of losing her master. Seeing her reaction, Rimuru said in a comforting manner. Close double angle bracket. Don't worry, if I am going to rest, I am still gonna come back. I think what I'm gonna do is reset myself every few thousand or million of years. Of course I'd leave my important memories and feelings intact, but apart from that I'd forget everything and be reborn over and over again. I think that's the best way for me. Immortality is truly a curse, most people just haven't realized it yet. Open double angle bracket. The words Rimuru spoke for some reason pained Ciel. It seemed like Ciel was hiding something from Rimuru, but he has yet to realize this. Open double angle bracket. Master, I will never leave your side. I exist to only serve you, master. Close double angle bracket. Hearing her words, Rimuru showed a helpless expression and sighed before saying, close double angle bracket. Ciel, I don't want you to exist solely for the purpose of serving me. You have your own feelings and emotions, so I also want you to exist for your own. Even if you wish to serve me for eternity, I want you to live on your own when you're not serving me. Your home will always be inside me, but that doesn't mean you can't leave your home. You can also use multiple consciousness, so you could be walking around next to me while your main self lives inside my soul. You could be exploring some other world while your main self is inside me. I know what you want is to serve me as much as you can, but honestly with our strength and ability you can take a break from time to time and do your own thing. In any case, I want you to exist not solely to serve me but also for yourself. Open double angle bracket. Rimuru's words deeply touched Ciel. If she has a physical body right now, she would be crying with tears of happiness because of how Rimuru's words showed just how much he cared for her. Also, Rimuru's words encouraged her to have her own purpose aside from serving and being useful to Rimuru. She wanted to live a life outside of Rimuru, have her own identity and stand at the side of Rimuru rather than just serving him from inside his soul. Close double angle bracket. Ciel, remember, though you call me master, I don't treat you as a subordinate. You're my precious partner. My partner who has been with me from the very beginning when I was still a little slime. My partner who I care very much for. Open double angle bracket. Ciel couldn't help but get very emotional after hearing Rimuru's words. Open double angle bracket. Master, I thank you for everything. I understand, master. I will have my own purpose, aside from serving my beloved master. Close double angle bracket. Rimuru smiled hearing her and replied, close double angle bracket. That's good. You're the one who's been with me from the very beginning. I'd hate it if all you thought about was how to satisfy me. Open double angle bracket. If only master could know how painful it is to see master torture himself. How could he know? He doesn't remember after all. Because of Master's order, he thinks it's only been a few thousand years since we left the cardinal world when in reality. 2 days later. Please forgive me for this great sin I've committed. A rabbitman said while clinging to the corpse of a monster he had killed. He was saying it as if he had killed his best friend who he had known his entire life. Foosh. Another monster was defeated with a slash. I am sorry. I had to do it. I am sorry, a rabbit woman said, as she trembled while holding her kodachi knife, speaking as if she had killed her beloved because of mad love. Ra. With the last of its stret he attacked Cam. Cam, who was hit by the attack, fell on the ground and kneel while the monster who attacked died. Is this the punishment for me who brandish the sword? It was the natural result after all. Cam said as if he was confessing his sins. Having heard those words, the surrounding rabbitmen started to tear up while saying with a bitter expression, Chief, please don't say that. The sinful ones are all of us. Chief, there's no return anymore. We can only advance till our death come. Why you guys, that's right. I can't fall down in place like this. For the sake of his death, small demonic beast which look like a mouse, we will keep moving forward. Good atmosphere surround Cam and his tribe. Hajime, who couldn't endure it anymore, cut in. Ag. Just shut up. This is so stupid. Gah. Why the heck are you exaggerating every time you kill one single demonic beast? What for? Seriously, what was that for? That cheap play. What was that dramatic feeling? Just kill it in silent. Just kill it instantly. Hajime, who has lost his cool, shouted, even though they were trying hard to go against their nature. This is the second day Hajime had pointed it out, so he finally lost his patience. Rimuru, who was on the sideline, just laughed out loud while thinking, this is the best, ha ha ha. This is the most entertaining thing I've seen since I jump into the abyss. Oi, don't just laugh there, come here and help me. Hajime said with a vein appearing on his forehead. Why? You're the one who decided to train them, why are you roping me into this? Lately I've noticed you just lazing around and sleeping while I've been doing all the work, Hajime complained. Actually, when Rimuru's sleeping, that's when he's talking with Ciel. Rather than randomly disappearing, his body would just sleep while his consciousness talks with Ciel. Yeah, I am sure banging your girlfriend is part of your work, Rimuru thought as he rolls his eyes. Hey, I've been working hard too, you know. Yeah, it must be so hard to sleep and just play around, right? Hajime retorted. That's not right at all. I've actually been working hard taking out the dangerous monsters around here. I did leave the small monsters since I thought they weren't much of a threat and are good for training. Well, Rimuru wasn't lying. He was indeed taking out all the monsters he deemed was a threat. It's just that he did it so fast that he had so much free time, making it look like his slacking off. Arg. Fine. Whatever, do what you want. I am gonna go back to training them. Hajime replied as he sighed and gave up. Now, I'd actually like to visit Shizuku and check up on how she's doing, but I did promise her when I'd return Hajime would be with me, so guess I'd have to wait till then, Rimuru thought.